Hi everyone, this is ZPJ's Old Temple Jambor. Today I'd like to talk about the SM3R by Rode. The SM3R by Rode. It's actually a shock mount for the HotShoe. It's HotShoe mounted shock mount for the NTG3, the Rode NTG3 microphone. Right now, I'm speaking into the microphone in a boom position, so it's just up here, finger's length, right above a frame. So you can't see it, but it's there. It's picking up the sound. And let's see, let's unbox this baby and let's see how we can connect this to the Sony camera using two techniques. One is through this shock mount, so it's going to be connected near the camera. And then the other application is what I have here right now. It's in a boom position using a regular mic stand. So this is the SM3R camera shoe shock mount by Rode, and it comes in a box like this. The Rode NTG3 can be attached to the camera using this shock mount. And let's open this. Let's open it. And okay, so here it is. We have what appears to be a driver that we need to use to assemble. So the box is there, and then we need to assemble this by the looks of it. All right. Assembly required. I didn't know that assembly was required. Okay, so we have okay, let's see, this needs to go in here as such. And then let's put it at the very end. And then it goes in here. Okay, that fits on there. And then let's assemble this one as well. Let's put that first. We'll put the screw in here. And then we'll put the screw in its place. There we go. So the mic can fit inside of here like so. And then that's the HotShoe mount, so we can attach that to the camera. All right then. There you go. That's that. Okay, this is the Rode NTG3. So it would fit into this mount as such. So should we stick it in this way, or well, it's a pretty tight fit. And because this mic is rather long, it's best to put these mounts at the very edge instead of in the middle. So you wouldn't want to place these closer together because this mic is quite long. I think this gives it a nice stable setting. So if there's shock, it will absorb any kind of shock. When you don't use this shock mount, any kind of vibration will be picked up heavily by this microphone because it's very sensitive. So it's good to have this to place on the camera. Okay, so in order to fit this onto the camera, I would have to place this on the HotShoe mount of the camera. Does it fit underneath of this contraption? No, it does not without touching. So I have to find an alternate place to connect it. Therefore, I'll have to use this contraption here that I have hooked up. Okay, there you go. To attach the camera, the mic to the camera. It's rather cumbersome to get in there to get it tightened. All right, there we go. Okay, now that's done. So we have a couple of connections here, but now I need the shorter cable, the shorter mic cable, one to connect to the mic. And the Rode NTG3 is not something you can connect right straight to the camera. So I need to have the Zoom H6, the Zoom H6, and I need to connect to that. It must connect to the Zoom H6. So this way I have it connected to the Zoom H6, and the output of the Zoom H6 is going direct to the camera. So in the back of the Zoom H6 is the output. All right, so if we look from this vantage point, you can see that the mic is hooked up using that HotShoe mount to the support that the Zoom H6 is connected to. So I used a short cable here to connect the mic to the Zoom H6. And you need the Zoom H6. You can't plug it directly into the camera mic jack because the camera doesn't have phantom power. So it comes out of the microphone out. So we would need to turn this on. So let's turn it on, power it up, and then here, this would be number 4 input, and then the phantom power would need to be on. Right now the phantom power is only on 1, so we'd have to put it on 4 as well. So you need phantom power to run the Rode NTG3. To run the Rode NTG3, you need phantom power, and this way it's connected to the camera. So all of what is being picked up here by this microphone is running there. So let's push number 4, and then let's see if we're getting any levels. Well, we need to set the gain higher then. And now are we getting any levels? No, because the phantom power is not on. So we need to engage the phantom power. Okay, now I've engaged the phantom power. See there, the phantom power sign is on. And when I tap the mic, now we have sound. So this in actual fact should be set for around 4 so it doesn't clip, and then 4 should be a good setting to get decent sound. So decent sound, once again, the output is going direct to the phone, and this way we're getting directional sound, so you can speak into the camera through the mic there. Okay, and then that would be a good setting. Another setting would be the boom. So I have a boom here. You could set the boom to have a downward trajectory for the microphone. As you can see now, I've taken the Rode NTG3 out of the ShockMount, and then I placed it on a boom, actually a regular mic stand, but I have it further out acting as a boom. So you have the lens screen here, and then it goes up, and the speaker would be somewhere here, about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away, and the speaker would be speaking and looking directly into the camera, but the boom mic would be picking up that voice there. So this setting is nice. However, without the shock mount, every little vibration would be picked up by this mic, so it would have less cushion in terms of absorbing the vibration. Now you could technically get another one of these that's a boom mounted shock absorber, shock mount, I mean a microphone stand applicable one, but I think this one here serves its purpose well. So if you're moving the camera around, you're holding onto it using this contraption, moving it around, you need to make sure that the camera is not picking up that vibration. But if you are in a setting where nothing's being moved, everything's stable, as long as there are no earthquakes and no major rumbles and no major issues with people slamming the doors, it should be fine. And then there is your setting in the boom microphone setting, and this one is hooked up also to the H6, the Rode H6. This time it's going to number 1, and as you can see, number 1 2 here has the see, the phantom is on. So if I tap the boom, it does pick that up. So you don't want to be tapping or even kicking. You can accidentally kick the bottom of the mic stand and the vibration would be picked up. So you have to be careful. That's why these shock mounts are good, because this is a very sensitive mic. Okay, now I am speaking into the Rode NTG3, and it's hooked up on the mount that the H6 is attached to right above the camera. The Rode NTG3 is about 4, maybe 3.5 to 4 feet away from my mouth, just maybe 2.5, 3 inches in front of the camera lens. And this is what it sounds like in this configuration. Again, the H6, the gain setting is set at 4 with phantom on. Okay, now the Rode NTG3 is just up here about arm's length. It's just out of frame, so it's finger pointing arm's length. So if I stretch my arm out, I'm just touching the end of it. So I guess that's about 1.5 feet away from my mouth, and it's in a boom position, and this is what it sounds like. Again, the gain on the H6 is set at 4. Well, these are the settings. So you have the 2 settings for the Rode NTG3. One stretched out arm's length, just at the tip of my finger here, touching the tip of my finger in a boom position, or attached to the HotShoe ShockMount, which is just attached to the camera mount contraption that you saw earlier in the video. And that shock mount is a good place to put it if you're going to be moving the camera around, because any kind of vibration upon moving the contraption around the camera mount, you're going to have those vibrations picked up, and they're going to come out. They're going to sound quite disruptive to the audio. So the shock mount will reduce that audio disruption quite significantly. You won't have that strong boom, boom, boom sound in your audio. But if you're just sitting here in the studio or in your living room, bedroom, like in my case, the boom setting is best, since there is not a lot going on. There are not many vibrations present at this moment. Thank you so much. ZPJ over and out. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button so I can create more of this content. I do hope that this content was helpful for you in deciding which position to mount your mic in when recording your video. Have a wonderful day, morning, evening, night. Whichever part of the day it happens to be where you are at this moment, I wish you a wonderful time. Thank you so much. ZPJ, over and out.